Yes, this is a true Nord breakfast. We all sit here in silence, pulling stoic expressions, meditating with our eyes closed. Yes, this is how we Nord correctly. This is how we eat our breakfast here. We sit here and we just do this in total silence because Mikhail is a terrible bad and I already told him to shut up. Yeah, I'm out of here. Before he starts singing again. Alright. Right, oh good. I'm headed to Solitude and look, there's a great big storm cloud in the general direction of Solitude. Never mind. For now, at least, until that gets here, it's a reasonably nice day. In spite of the fact that the Bannered Mare was like a funeral this morning. After all that excitement last night, I suppose they must all have a hangover or something. Must be it. Any minute now. Let's have a look. What do we got? Dragon scales? Absolutely not. Venison. Relatively easy. Bleeding crown, chicken's egg, moon sugar. Moon sugar. Kill the leader of Silent Moon's camp. Recover stolen heirloom from Valtheim Towers. The venison one, maybe. I'll grab it. 13 venison. That's doable.
You tried mercenary work? Might suit you.
That's doable. Alright, let's see. We got everything I need. More or less. Oh, yes. And the other reason we're going to Solitude. I have to admit, my mind has been preoccupied with this, with talk of this, this museum in Solitude that I've heard about. I almost forgot that actually the reason I'm going there is to deliver this iron club for Adrienne, just over on the left there. Yeah. Well, who am I delivering it to? That's a good bleeding question. No. A customer in Solitude. I don't suppose you could be more specific. I'm sure I'll figure it out. Don't ask me how. Okay. Yes, the clouds are looming. That's definitely what I'd call looming. The very definition of the word, as a matter of fact, looming. You can even see the shadow of them on the mountains in the distance there. Yep, looming. Wonderful word, looming. Never figured out why it made much sense, though, considering what a loom is. So how does that looming have anything to do with a loom? Better ask someone else, because I don't know the answer. Alright.
Need a ride?
Bjorlum, yes. I need to hire a carriage, because I need to go to Solitude.
Where do you want to go?
And I do not fancy walking.
Climb and back, and we'll be off. First time to Solitude? Beautiful old city. Capital of Skyrim, but I'm sure you already knew that.
Well, here we are. Solitude, capital of Skyrim. Let's up that hill. Ah, there's the view I was looking for. Very impressive. Of course, eventually one day it's going to fall into the sea. But I guess when they built this place, maybe a few thousand years ago, they hadn't thought all that entirely through just yet. But, until that day, it looks very nice, I suppose. But, yeah, not where I would have built a city, I'll be honest. Admittedly, yes, very defensible in the event of a siege, and... Is that boat camouflaged? Okay, anyway. Purple mountain flowers. Need purple mountain flowers. Need mountain flowers of all kinds, really. All of them are useful to me. Is that? No, that's not. That's not a thing I can actually pick up. Okay. Citizen. Oh. It's that accent, man. It's that accent. Right. So, first of all, gotta find Sorex Vinius. It was Sorex Vinius. Right. And then the museum. Perhaps not necessarily in that order, but we'll see what happens.
If you come to Solitude to join the Legion, speak to Rika. If not, just keep your nose clean while you're here, or you'll end up like Rogvir.
What happened to Rogvir? Oh. Keep your nose clean. What a curious expression.
They can't hurt Uncle Rogvir. Tell them he didn't do it.
Positions. Sorry, you need to go home.
Whoop!
Go home and stay there until your mother comes.
You betrayed us.
Did no one else hear that?
You should tell her that her uncle is scum that betrayed his High King. Best she know now.
Am I the only one who just heard an explosion?
All heart.
Rogvir, you helped Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city after
It's
he
definitely an
murdered
explosion.
By opening that gate for Ulfric, you betrayed the people of Solitude. He doesn't deserve to speak!
There was no murder. Ulfric challenged Thorin. He beat the High King in fair combat. Such is our way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all Nords.
I don't think you're winning him over, mate. I'll just have a few of these, if you don't mind. No one else is using them. I'll,
On this day, I go to Sovngarde.
yeah, that's... It's all very well and good, but better you than me. Alright. Well, I guess that was Rogvir. Winking Skeever. An inn of some sort. I think this is where I need to go. The note conveyed to me the information that I was to go to this place to deliver the weapon.
Welcome to the Winking Skeever. Take a load off and enjoy the atmosphere.
Even though it... Ooh, actually, apparently not. Looking for Sorex Vinius. You're Corpulus Vinius. So where's Sorex Vinius? Guess he's outside, maybe watching the execution. Oh, there you are.
Oh, I guess it's all over. I expected... I don't know what I expected.
I've got... Maybe once he's inside, he will actually accept the weapon off me. We can but hope.
Witness to bad rubbish, I say.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. Think I got a clean mug around.
Oh, I guess it's all over. I expected... I don't know what I expected.
Okay. Mate, alright, you know what?
Oh, I guess it's all over. I expected... I don't know what I expected.
Shall I come back later? I'll come back later.
Customers mean...
Flippin' heck. Alright. Anyway. What else we got then? An alchemy place of some description? Angeline's Aromatics. Okay. And bits and pieces.
Been like this.
Radiant raiment. Lots of shops then.
There's been rumors of Talos worshippers leaving notes at the Temple of the Divines. I've never seen one myself, though.
Really?
Pardon me.
Yeah. Just grab more of these. These are really big blue mountain flowers, those. My goodness. Anyway. Oh, you've got a notice board here as well, have you? Let's have a look.
Spiced wine. The
taste of home and heart.
Come on. Collect common soul gems, lesser soul gems, weapon to Markarth. Chicken's egg, iron ore, quicksilver ore, heirloom from Steepfall Burrow. None of them strike my fancy.
Were you saying something? I don't hear so good.
I was just talking to myself. I do it
Got
lots.
some salmon to sell.
Good for you. I already have loads of salmon, actually.
Once a woman as fair as an evening, a springtime, Lord's Mackay.
Nice drum.
Being old's not so bad. Daughter keeps me fed, and my working days are done.
Good for you. I wasn't asking for your life story. Or yours. I hear music. I was going to say, where were you keeping that? That was a clever trick. I've seen someone play a lute without any hands before, but I've never seen someone play the lute without a lute at all. Colour me impressed. I tell you, man, bards, they know that secret magic. A bit like couriers. Right. What else have we got to offer here? It's very grand, isn't it? My goodness.
Stay safe, I hope.
Different kettle of fish from Whiterun altogether. And Winterhold, for that matter. Winterhold seems like a bit of a sorry dump compared to this place, I must say, actually. I mean, look at the size of that building. Look at it. It's huge. What is this building? The Bard's College. Interesting. I mean, I've got an appointment with a different college entirely, I must admit, but I can't quite get into that one at the moment. Maybe worth considering? Could I be a bard? Do I have any musical talent whatsoever? You don't mind if I pick these, do you? You look like you're admiring the flowers. I need them, though. So, sorry. What's this place? It is someone's house. That's what it is. It just looked a bit more important than that for some reason. Oh, hello. Here we go. Dragonborn Gallery. This must be it. This has got to be the museum, right? I think I recognize the name. Well. Very grand. Ooh. Torch bug. Oh, butterfly. Nice statues. That's of a dude in ebony armor. Is it the Dragonborn, do you think? Is that why they call it Dragonborn Gallery? Someone in steel armor. Interesting. Dragonborn and friend? That I'm not aware of? Well, anyway.
I'm sorry, can I help you?
The
museum is currently closed until further notice.
Oh. Well, I saw this flyer about you needing treasure hunters.
Oh, yes, my advertisement. I am looking still, but I do hope you are better than the others I have hired as of late. I have a list of items that I would very much like to have for the museum. If you can recover them, I'll pay you handsomely for them. If you manage to bring them all back here, we could even discuss some other plans I have in mind.
I'll get right on it then.
Excellent. Well, first and foremost, I'd like to get my hands on one of the 6th House Bellhammers of the House of Dagoth. They have become increasingly rare. One apparently was stolen recently by some bandits, apparently held up in Broken Helm Hollow.
Ooh. 6th House Bellhammer. I read about the 6th house. House Dagoth. A little bit, anyway. surprised there's any of those hammers still knocking about, really. Welcome to the Dragonborn Gallery. Welcome to the Dragonborn Gallery. The museum currently contains 3 featuring relics from all across... 3 featuring relics... What? From all across Tamriel, a rich history unfolds within these halls. Enjoy your time at the museum, and please do not handle the displays. Curator's Guide. Doesn't feel right to take this without the curator's permission. Okay. That's very good sweeping you're doing there. I'm an expert on that, you know. But I can see you're also a master of the craft. Well done. Oh wow, look at this place. Who sits on this throne then? Very fancy indeed. Does the Dragonborn sit here? Is that why it's called the Dragonborn Gallery? Because Dragonborn comes and sits on the throne here? Anyway. Lots of head statue things. Very good. And you have a wine cellar, apparently. And this is the kitchen, which also has beds in it for some reason. And lots of books. Perhaps more than merely the kitchen, then. Ooh! Nice tapestries. Yes. Display painting? Oh, okay, I'll better leave that alone. Yes, this is a museum. And we have many tapestries. And if you are a Breton lord, then I am... What's this? The museum is currently closed pending acquisition of displays prior to its opening. Thank you for your patience. See Curator Orion Morellis for more information. So, let me get this straight. You've purchased this place, and you filled it with display cases and stands and things. Hundreds of them. But you don't actually have anything to display yet. You haven't actually figured out arguably the most important part of a museum. Some people, I tell you, more money than sense, but he's probably paying me plenty of money for this then, in that case, if he can afford all this. Library. Oh, I can't get in there yet. Alright then, 6th House Bellhammer it is then. Where does he want me to go for this? Orion Morellis at the Dragonborn Gallery in Solitude has asked me to recover a number of relics for the museum, for which he'll pay me upon delivery. First is a bellhammer from the House of Dagoth said to be found in Broken Helm Hollow. Oh. Well then. Okay. Riften. Blimey. That's quite a trip, isn't it? It's a good thing carriages exist. That's all I can say. Alright, off we pop then. Oh, could you imagine walking all the way to Riften from here? Oh, my feet would be so sore. Right. Was this the Blue Palace over here I've heard so much about? I'm only guessing because it's got a blue roof, but, the Blue Palace, indeed. Do you think they might actually take exception if I start nicking plants from the palace grounds? I'm not going to push my luck. But, gotta be honest, Blue Palace, slightly uninspiring name for a palace. Like, there wasn't much imagination involved in that, was there? It was like, what should we call the palace? I don't know, it's got a blue roof. I guess we could call it the Blue Palace. Yeah, that'll do. Screw it. And thus, the Blue Palace was named for generations to come. Bit daft, really, if you ask me. Next, you'll be calling the Imperial Palace the White House. Oh, you're actually playing it conventionally this time. Very good. Very impressive. The acoustics here are remarkable, aren't they? Anyway, and that will be Castle Dower up there, I suppose. I suppose in a poetic sort of a way, it is quite dour looking. At least a bit more imagination went into it than Blue Palace. Lavender. Oh, butterfly. No, that wasn't butterflies. It looked like butterflies. It looked like the red butterflies just sort of sitting there, but actually it wasn't. I'm not blind, honest. Alright, let's see if What's-His-Face is ready to receive this delivery yet.
I'm not interested, Jari. It doesn't matter how many times you ask. New in town, right? If you need a place to sleep, head over to the Winking Skeever. They keep a fine inn.
Yes, of this I am aware. I have a weapon for you from Adrian Avenici of Whiterun.
Thank you. Here, this is for you.
180 gold, not bad. I'm glad I persisted with that one. So who's in charge of Solitude then these days?
Jarl Elisif the Fair. Poor woman. Losing her husband and king like that. It was a dark day for us all. Damn. That reminds me. I have a delivery to make to her steward, Falk Firebeard. He ordered a special bottle of Strass Mackay rum.
I could deliver that for you. Yeah? You, willing to give me a nice tip, perhaps?
Save me a lot of trouble. Here. Take it to the Blue Palace.
Okay. You'll give me a tip, though, right? Yeah? Okay. So you work at the Winking Skeever?
Work in it? I own it. Well, okay. My father owns the Winking Skeever, but it's the family business, so it'll be mine when he kicks off.
Are you expecting him to kick off in the near future? That was a bit... Yes, no, I own... I mean, my father owns it. That's...
I was done talking anyway.
I'll be on my way.
You're missing out on.
Well, if Corpulus just suddenly kicks the bucket one of these days, I think we'll have we'll have a pretty good idea of why. All right, off to the Blue Palace then. I didn't go in earlier because I figured I didn't really have a reason to, and royalty probably doesn't like it when you just go tramping around on their property without a good reason. But now I have a good reason, so might as well go take a look. See how the High Queen lives around here.
Fine day, isn't it?
I've had a look at Dragon's Reach in Whiterun, which was certainly interesting. So,
Citizen.
I mean, this place is pretty big, but it's not really Dragon's Reach big, is it? Though. So, but of course, Dragon's Reach is, you know, they made it for capturing dragons, right? So, it's got to be big on account of that. But I'm sure that wasn't the only reason. You're not exactly gonna... Oh yeah, no, I'm only building it this big because I need to trap dragons. Yeah, no, I'm not building it massive like this to impress all the other nobles, all the other jarls with my gigantic palace that's bigger than the actual queen's palace. No. Of course, it probably wasn't a queen back then. It was probably a king and... Well, anyway, you get the idea.
I swear to you, unnatural magics are coming from that cave. There are strange noises and lights. We need someone to investigate.
Then we will immediately send out a legion to scour the cave and secure the town.
Sorry, a
Watch
legion.
your feet. We just clean there.
Sorry.
Your Eminence, my scrying has suggested nothing in the area. Dragonbridge is under Imperial control. This is likely superstitious nonsense.
Perhaps a more tempered reaction might be
They
called
seem to
for?
be busy. I'm not sure if I should be
yes, of
eavesdropping
course,
or
you're
not, but
right.
I find myself doing it anyway.
Aldous, I said to assign a few extra soldiers to Dragonbridge.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. But about the cave?
I will have someone take care of the cave as well, Varnius. You can rest easy. You're dismissed.
Great. Okay. So which one of these is Falk Firebeard? Well, okay. Who's got the beard that looks like fire? Well,
As you know,
right now,
Solitude's coffers are much depleted
you're
by
not
the
probably
war
not Falk
efforts.
Firebeard,
Thane Eriker, you have a strong
and
head for
neither are
business.
you, and no one else has a beard. So by the process of elimination,
Do you have business with the court?
I have a delivery from Sorex Vinius.
Oh, right, the rum. Thank you. I developed a taste for it after a fair weather trip to Hammerfell. Here, this is for you.
Yeah. That's better than nothing, I suppose. I'm used to getting paid a little bit more than that, though. Anyway, so the Empire's won the war now, right? Officially, anyway. So what's going on with the Queen? If that's not too pertinent of me to ask.
That's the real question, isn't it? No one can deny Elisif has a legitimate claim to become High Queen of Skyrim. But we must have the support of the other Jarls for that claim to have any meaning. Should they accept her rule, we will have peace.
I suppose that's why you've not had peace yet, then, because nobody can decide who gets to be king. Makes sense.
Feel free to return to me with questions. The Blue Palace is an open forum. It's nearly time to collect taxes.
Okay, you're a scary-looking person. I'm not going to ask why you guys have some sort of phantom in a hood working for you, but I'm going to just leave now.
Let's meet this evening.
It gave me a funny look.
Oh, well done.
What was that about? Did no one else notice that she has no face and just two glowing red eyes appearing out from under a hood? Is that normal around here? Or are people just not noticing? I don't understand. Ooh, you know what? I've heard sometimes that only magic users notice things like that. And if you're just your box standard regular peasant person, they don't tend to see things like that. They just sort of carry on about their business and don't notice.
Tag, you're it. Can't catch me.
They're like vampires.
I'm not playing with you, Kide. You play me.
Like, I reckon I'd know a vampire if I saw a vampire, but most people don't seem to notice them. I don't know what they're teaching you at that college, but it's impressive. Anyway. Well, it's getting kind of late, isn't it? Okay. Am I going back on the carriage now? No, I don't think so. Let's go introduce ourselves to Corpulus Vinius here at the Winking Skeever, shall we?
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. Think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
What a ringing endorsement.
Being old's not so bad. Daughter keeps me fed, and my working days are done.
Yeah. A little bit senile, though.
Bet I can reach the bottom of this flagon before you. You're on. Loser buys the next round.
It's a death bell. Not going to take that, they might get annoyed.
If you need a good rumor or two, I think I can oblige.
Can you just give me a bed? That'll be fine.
Welcome to the Winking Skeever, friend.
Why is this place called the Winking Skeever?
Well, as it turns out, I had a pet skeever when I was a boy, and he used to wink.
You kept a skeever as a pet?
They were smaller back then.
Right. Okay. Any news or rumors floating about?
Here, take a look at this.
The bird's eye. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd like a room.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Great.
I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Oh, do you? All right, fine. I haven't been here before, so might as well.
Our hero claims a warrior's heart. I tell you, the Dragonborn comes.
Yeah. At least it's not Ragnar the Red. I never really got on board with this tune, though. The lyrics aren't very inspired, but that's just me. And maybe songs that are slightly less laced with innuendo as well while we're at it. All right, so I'm.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
No, good. That's fine. That's just quite a nice room, actually. Look at all this. Just on the house, by the way. Is this complimentary? It is. Filling my bloody boots, then. What else we got? Olaf and the Dragon. Huh. Maybe I'll read that in a little bit. Provided reading material, and apparently someone left some loose change in here. Whoever stayed here last, I'll just scoop that up. I'm sure they won't be back anytime soon. Rising threat. Ugh, it's more Thalmor rubbish. So sick of hearing about the bleeding Thalmor. I really am. I don't like them, but doesn't mean I like to hear about them all the time. Brief history of the Empire. Read it already, and like I said, not really up to date anyway. Apples. Okay, I'd better not take these. Charcoal! Yes! For the age of aggression is just about why do you have a magic potion in here? Is it just for display? We'll drive out the Black Arrow, Dance the Fire. Loads of reading material. Look at this! Tetra, Ode to the Tundra Striders. Charwich Kuninga Letters, Volume 1. Never could figure out how to pronounce that one. And a drum! For some reason. And more potions I'm not allowed to have. And they left an empty wine bottle in here. Like, could they not tidy that up, maybe? Well, anyway. Hello.
I wish only to graduate and enroll with the Legion. My drums will lead our troops to victory.
Right now your drums are leading this plate of bread to victory, it seems. It's quite, quite active, in fact. Okay, it's doing it again. And that's without you actually playing anything. You get a drum out, that thing might just march off the table by itself by the looks of things. Anyway, you seem proud to be a bard.
And why wouldn't I be? We sing tales of kings, queens, and their politics, 'tis true. But do you know who really makes history? The person who writes it.
Mm-hmm. You're smarter than you look.
Farewell, stranger.
I'll have that if you don't mind. If you're not eating it. Is this a thing? Potions for display? We drink to our youth, to the days come and gone. For the age business ledger. Well, I don't want to mess around with that. Look, there's potions everywhere. And a pair of college boots. Hello, Henry.
Huh? Oh, sorry.
Didn't expect you to react, to be honest. That's a little scary.
On the day of your death, we will drink and we'll sing.
Alright, I'll take a seat and enjoy the entertainment, I guess. Such as it is. Well, the drumming's not very inspired, but hey, hello.
By blade or by spell. If you want it dead, I'll make it dead. All you need to do is pay my fee.
Another time, perhaps.
If you change your mind, seek me out here.
Will do. It is a thought, though, isn't it? Hire a mercenary, help me get some jobs done. Might be a worthwhile investment. Could do with someone watching my back. And watching my front, for that matter.
The Imperials.
Really, again? I guess it must be a very popular song around these parts. Yes? What? No?
Yes, what do you want? Can't you see I'm busy dying?
You appear to be healthy.
What, so healthy people can't die now? I'll have you know we can. It just takes thrice the time.
I don't want to say you're wrong, because you're not, but that's besides the point. Look, what's your problem?
My problem is I've lost all my land, you insensitive dolt. Not just my land. Ugh, my land, my gold, and my peasants.
What a tragedy.
I was stripped of it by the only thing that could affect someone of my eminence. I lost it to Dragonfire. Helgen. I was there.
As a matter of fact, so was I. Just recently, though. I'm still not quite clear exactly what burned it down. Some people said it was a riot. I thought it might be Stormcloaks.
Somehow, I doubt that. One with your considerable waistline would have proved too tempting a morsel for a dragon to ignore.
I wasn't there when the dragon was there, no, but what's my waistline got to do with anything? I'm in excellent shape, I'll have you know.
You are indeed in excellent shape. A perfect circle. Of course, there's no need to take offense. Appearances mean nothing to me. For one of your considerable girth, that may prove auspicious.
I'm sorry, I'm not fat. What do you mean?
Truth be told, I have suffered worse in the name of making my fortune. I wonder if you are spoken for. Which brings us back to my original point. I am in need of a suitable partner. One who can finance the lifestyle I've become accustomed to.
You can bloody well look elsewhere.
Intents and purposes, I'd rather be dead than poor. And every second I am the latter brings me closer to the former. So, as the Nords are fond to do, I seek marriage without courtship. Time is short, and every day is worth 2 tomorrows.
You know what? Look, many paid a stiff price at Helgen. Lots of people died. You're at least alive. Get over it.
And what should I do with it? Work the fields like some common harridan? I know my worth. And for one with my stock, there are only 2 sensible ways to make a fortune. By marriage, or by blood.
Or delivering
and
food,
unless
as
some
it turns
wealthy
out.
uncle shows up with gold spilling out of his pockets, the only viable alternative is marriage.
I suppose honest work is out of the question for you, eh? Might do you some good. Yeah, it's going to be difficult for someone like you to find a spouse with your attitude.
What's that supposed to mean? Someone like me? You mean someone who's young, highborn, and educated?
No, I mean someone who calls people fat who aren't fat.
I am affable. I am sweet. I am the most devastating beauty Skyrim has witnessed in 5 millennia. And you are evidently blind.
Rich coming from you. Easy now. The cracks in your forehead are starting to widen.
The cracks in mine. I beg your pardon. I am a Breton.
I noticed.
It's no secret we have elvish blood in our veins, and like our Dawnguard cousins, our fine lines are considered beauty marks.
Oh yeah. Nice save. Nice save. You can't have lost much anyway. Helgen was, it was more of a military outpost than a city. It really was not a city, in fact. It was a bit of a dump even before it got burned down.
And who do you think fed the soldiers and reared their mounts? Ashwood Farm had a contract with the Empire, and they paid handsomely. With no Jarl, there were no taxes. And with a military garrison situated in the city, our homes were guarded tighter than the Blue Palace itself.
That's not saying much, to be honest.
Helgen was indeed a military outpost, and that is precisely what made it profitable.
Great. How did you make this original fortune of yours, then?
I inherited it.
Oh, of course.
And by that I mean I earned every septum.
Yeah, sure.
My mother was a
That's not the same
hard
thing at all, but
woman,
fine.
and she treated her servants, her farmhands, and her children like hardened criminals.
And you just treat people like dirt. What do you mean by that, anyway?
I remember we had an orc servant, bastard born. And every time my mother got drunk, she made it a point to remind him. She gave the poor sod a serving of knuckle pie for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. 3 square meals a day, right square in the jaw. I don't have to imagine how much they hurt. I know the taste of it all too well.
Oh, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, apparently. It's just you choose to use words instead of fists. No, I can't imagine why anyone would want to punch you.
Yes, only the beatings weren't enough. Bruises heal, but the words stick you like a dagger.
Yes, that's my point.
One day I asked a servant why he puts up with it. And he told me, same reason you do. For the gold.
Does this mean you're going to pay me in a minute?
I learned a valuable lesson that day. The one with the gold makes the rules. Those without it are prisoners. Those with it can forever live free.
Believe, the Dragonborn comes. To the evil Skyrim's foes. Beware, the Dragonborn comes.
I don't like any of these options. Yeah, I suppose what your mother did was kind of horrible. I'm sorry.
Well, I accept your apology. But you seem to be missing the point. What is horrible and decent depends entirely on the size of your coffers. Many before you acknowledged the direness of my situation. But their pity was as empty as their pockets.
End of discussion.
That doesn't make it right, though.
I disagree. Zenithar honors those who aid commerce, and Julianos takes pleasure in the contradiction of having criminals make laws. Each divine has their own morality, and none have jurisdiction over the actions of mortals.
I'm confused now. This is why I'm not a priest. Alright, well.
Fine.
You have a terrible day, and I will... In fact, that's just about enough socialising for me for one day. Thank you very much.
Fine day, isn't it?
I've seen finer. Well, Corpulus, you run a fine establishment, although I don't know why you put up with the rude lady. It's not as if she has much money. But I'm afraid I must be going. I've got other things to deliver and a bellhammer to find, actually.
We're the children of Skyrim, and we fight all our lives. And when Sovngarde
At first it was alright, but now I'm getting a bit sick of that song.
Papa says I won't see Rob here anymore. Ouch! Hey!
What? Did you just hit that child?
Your typical Solitude wench is like the city itself. Stormy exterior, but the charms that lie within.
I do not wish to talk to you ever again. Right. Carriage! Carriage. Right, let me think. Do I need to go back to Whiterun before I go to Riften? I'm not going to go check out the Temple of the Divines. Oh, hang on a minute. Corpulus gave me something last night, and I never bothered to read it. The Bird's Eye. Attention, travellers, I just want to pass this warning along about the old tower east of Lost Echo Cave. I set out camp just off the road and went to sleep, but halfway through the night I woke up to strange chanting coming from the roof. Ogre and the Farsighted. Right, well, I won't go near that place then. Don't even know where Lost Echo Cave is. Someone gonna trim the verge here a bit? Just a thought.
I once captained a ship called the Argent Raptor. She struck an iceberg and went down just north of Winterhold.
Good for you.
I've only been a part
Do not know why you were telling me this.
I've already learned to stay out.
Anyway, seriously though. Vile Gulch Mine, recover the Iron Sword of Souls. Bandit leader located at Hot Stream Camp. After the last incident involving bandits in a cave, I'm not willing to repeat that anytime soon if I can help it. So yeah, let's forget about that. Riften it is.
Need a ride?
Yes.
Where do you want to go?
Riften.
Climb and back, and we'll be off. If you've never been to Riften, be sure to visit the Blackbriar Meadery. A few mugs of that, and you'll forget all about the long trip.
If I can afford it, mate. Okay, my arse has never been as sore as it is today. That was a long trip. Oh, that's a good start. For arrived in Riften, the first thing I hear is someone going, moon sugar. See, I didn't want to be all speciesist and be like, oh, it's probably Khajiit. But it turns out it is Khajiit. I'm afraid you might have already frightened away this customer. Right. So... This, 6th House Bellhammer, it's apparently in a cave or something over on the other side of... well, that big old mountain there. I'm not going to go straight there, though. This is why. Help! Sorry!
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you?
What's going on? I say in my defense that it was a complete and utter accident, officer. But fine, I guess I'll pay up. Gosh, that's annoying. I really want to pay up for this. I feel like... No, it was a bloody accident. I refuse to pay the fine. Well, that is the last time I refuse to pay the fine. This place is horrible. Hello? Excuse me? Hello, look at that. There's someone over there. Hey, you... Have you got a rug? And you've got a loot? And proper furniture and stuff? Oi! How come... Look at him! He's even better off. He's got finery and... Oi! Why can't I have that? What's going on here? What kind of place are you running? This is very unfair. Oh, is there someone coming? Oi, guard! Oi! Why can't I have a rug? And proper bedding. I suppose they did leave me the cheese and the bread, but... Come on! It's a bit unfair, I think. All I did was accidentally set a guard on fire. Happens all the time, that. Hey, excuse me.
Welcome to Riften, home of the Thieves Guild. Or so they'd have you believe. It's all lies. They're just thugs. Vermin, creeping around the Red Way.
And yet I'm the one in jail. Welcome to Riften, he says, with a smirk. Well. What a fine mess I find myself in. Anything in here? A wizard. Yeah, good joke. Very funny. Yeah, brilliant. Great. You know what? I shall wear it proudly. Yes, I will. Okay, maybe not that proudly, but I'll make it work. I'll make it work. Well, I'm gonna have my lunch then in that case. I mean, this is lunch, right? You are gonna bring me dinner. This isn't like my food for the week or something. Right? Well, this is the problem with prison, isn't it? It's actually quite boring. Do we get yard time, exercise, anything like that at all? Is there a cafeteria?